In this quick fix guide and sort of mini custom video, I'm going to show you how to fix a very common problem with vintage R2-D2. As you can see here, my R2-D2 is missing his sticker. In fact, when I picked this one up, it had a pretty battered sticker on it, so I've removed that. You can very easily remove these old stickers using a bit of lighter fluid. Just soak the sticker with lighter fluid and gently rub it, and the glue dissolves and you can remove it. And what you'll be left with is an R2-D2 like this, sort of a naked R2-D2. So first thing we need to do is to replace the sticker. If you search using Google image search, you'll find plenty of sites that have a replacement sticker template. So all I've done here is I've printed this out onto some well, this is slightly glossy sticky backed paper. I have slightly modified this just to make it easier to cut. I've put a slight as you can see grey outline around it so that I can see exactly what to cut. So first thing I need to do is just to cut this out and then we can go about applying it. As I said previously, this template is easily available online, so I'm not actually going to bother supplying this on my website as I don't want to tread on anyone's toes, but it's just a case of grabbing it and printing it out using sort of a standard, this is done using a standard inkjet printer and printed onto, as I said, sticky backed glossy paper. So here we have the decal all cut out. Now I've done a few of these before, and this is actually a fairly tricky sticker to get on because you're wrapping a slightly curved sticker around a cylindrical body, and it's not really fully cylindrical. If you carefully look at R2-D2, you'll notice that the bottom part of the cylinder is thinner than the top part, so it's a slightly sort of, well, more cone shaped than a perfect cylinder. So there is a slight trick to getting these stickers on. First up, you'll have to rotate his legs up above him, and then you actually need to make a slight adjustment to this sticker, which is just make a small cut just in the sort of the opposite leg side to where it's open. So if I just cut that like so, that will enable you to just slightly adjust the shape of the sticker when you get round to that point. If you don't do this, the sticker doesn't line up at all. So now we need to take this backing off this and we'll start applying it. So to apply this sticker, it's really just a case of carefully lining everything up. If you look at the front of R2-D2, you're obviously going to want to get that this 3 lines detail sort of lined up perfectly in the middle, and it needs to go slightly lower than the top edge of the dome, and then you can just carefully start sticking this down. It's one of the things, just do it slowly, take it slowly, and you should be able to get everything lined up nicely. It does take a little bit of practice. I've done a few of these over the years, as I've had quite a few sort of damaged and worn looking R2-D2s come in that I wanted to stick in some vehicles. So now you can see this is the point where the cut that I've put in comes into place, because you can now, if I just use some tweezers here, carefully push this under the leg and sort of adjust the positioning of the back section. If you don't do that cut, then it's very hard to get this all lined up neatly. Right, so let's line that up. As you can see, it just needs slight modification on the back there. And there we go, that should line up nicely. Right, and then just push everything into place, make sure it's good and stuck. And there we have it, a replacement sticker. But that's not where I'm going to finish today, because that's just a bit boring. I actually want to make this a slightly customised looking R2-D2. R2 gets damaged quite a lot in the 3 movies, so what I wanted to do was add some battle damage to him. So again, another quick Google image search online, and I found someone had scanned in the battle damage stickers for a vintage TIE fighter. So I've used those to make much smaller battle damage stickers. So what I've done is scale everything down and made it roughly the right size to sort of fit on R2's front here. Again, this is now printed on clear sticky backed paper, so it's a gloss finish, but it's a clear sort of vinyl, and I can cut these out and sort of apply a couple of them to the front and to the back of him to look like he's had taken some blaster damage, as he does in the trench run in Star Wars. So let's go ahead and cut some of these up and we'll start applying them. So I could have added these decals and details actually to the original sticker and printed it out, but I rather fancied doing it so it looked a bit more like a vintage toy, so that the battle damage decals are stuck on as a separate layer. So let's see if I can just use my tweezers here to remove the backing. So now I'm going to go ahead and place these just sort of where I fancy on the front portion of R2 here. So I'm just going to add one slightly to one side there. Looks pretty nice. Let's add another larger one down at the bottom there. So I think I'll add this one just slightly lower down here. The advantage of doing these sort of as a separate layer of stickers is you can actually see some of the detailing through. It makes it look quite nice. Looks like he has actually been battle damaged, and it also gives him that retro feel. So I'm just going to apply the last sticker and I'll show you the final result. And so here we have the final thing. It's a vintage R2-D2 with replacement decal, and also added some vintage style battle damage decals to it to make it look like he's well, damaged like he's at the end of the trench run in Star Wars. It's a pretty easy sort of custom to do, but it makes it for a sort of interesting figure and differentiates him from some of the other R2s that are already out there. So there you go, pretty easy custom to do. I'm not going to supply the sticker sheets for this, as you can easily find these on Google image search, but it's just takes a little bit of thinking to make something sort of old and battered look quite nice. So I hope that's been of interest to you, and thanks for watching.